Internet radio at its best. 24 hours a day. More choice, more variety. Over 3,000 different worldwide cities tune in every week. Right here, right now.
Music to your ears.
Good afternoon. You're with me, Mike Allsop, listening to Liskeard and Looe Radio, and you're joining me live via social media from our studio. Okay, today I'm joined by Olivia Krause, who is going to tell us about her work as a creative coach in Looe and her upcoming life drawing workshop and regular art classes. So, hello, Olivia.
Hello, hello.
Okay, firstly, can you actually tell me a little bit about the life drawing classes? You told me a little bit the other day, but for the purpose of for our listeners, can you please tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the life drawing sessions, it's a 3-hour session. It happens at Looe in the Millpool Centre on the top floor, beautiful glass walled room, loads of natural light. You can also join online, so if you're a completely million miles away and you really feel like doing it, you can tap in on that too. It's 3 hours of life drawing, so there'll be a nude model, and I've just got myself a little chaise longue, and we're really going to discover the anatomy. We're going to be using chalks and charcoal to create some really beautiful movement. We're going to be using soft pastel to introduce some colour, and it's 3 hours of real exploration of the human form. Okay.
Now, you talked about the pastels and that, and the different. We spoke in the week about the reason why you use certain materials to draw and paint with. Tell me a little bit more about those.
Well, I absolutely love charcoal, and it's just got such a strength to it. It's we're looking at wood that is burnt, and it can create some really beautiful texture, so you can get that really hard line, you can get that lovely soft flow, you can smudge it, you can work with it. It's just it really is a good metaphor for like the body, which is we are moving bodies, and this medium also represents that quite beautifully.
Okay. So the format of the 3-hour session. So you told me a little bit about how you're going to start off with a little bit of inward thinking.
Yes, we are going to do inward and outward thinking. We start off with like I call it a brain dump. So you are just going to arrive and you're going to write down everything that is just going on in your brain, buzzing around, distracting you from your most creative moment. Followed that up with a guided meditation for myself to really enhance that space, the calmness in your mind and your body. And then we work towards doing some short sketches. So there'll be some faster movement sketches followed by 2 longer poses.
Okay, now in terms of experience, what experience levels are we looking for these artists? Because we're going to have people who know what they're doing and people that haven't got a clue. So how are we putting this out?
Okay, so we are putting this out like crystal clear. You do not need to know what you are doing. In fact, the better it is. If you come in as green as anything, you've never picked up charcoal in your life, you've never drawn a naked body in your life, you're here just to try it out, to have an experience, to give it a go, to take the leap and feed your curiosity. Like, just go for it, guys. But also at the same time, if you are an established artist or if you have done drawing before, either one, this is a great opportunity for you to develop and to further your skills and to develop your enjoyment.
Okay. Now, listeners might be really pleased to know that it's not going to be me. It's going to be modelling.
Shock horror.
You wouldn't get anybody coming in. But is it a local person that you've got modelling?
I do have a local person. She has been living in Looe for many, many years, and she is a professional model, so she knows exactly what she should be doing. She's going to be great. She's really excited. She's totally committed. It's just going to be fabulous.
Absolutely brilliant. So yeah. And now I know you've got a number of these lined up, and one's coming very, very soon. So tell me about the one. What's the date of the one that's coming up?
Right. So the first one that's coming up is on the 8th of November, which is actually this Friday.
Yep.
It is 10 till 1. and it's pretty much full. We've just got one space left, so I would love it to be filled entirely. One space left, and that's for the 8th of November. And then, because I want to run this once a month, the next ones will be on the 6th of December, the 10th of January, and the 7th of February, all 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
So the fact that you said you've got one space left, you are limiting the numbers then?
I am limiting the numbers.
To how many?
To 10.
To 10.
10 in person and 5 online.
Okay. And if somebody, so we need to get, whoever needs to come along, are they automatically, if you, the 10 that are there, if they all turn up on Friday, if we have 10 people on Friday, do they get the preference to being there in the future if they want to book?
Well, they will have had the, this is kind of like the taster session, really.
Yeah.
To give you an idea. If you enjoyed it, then you can benefit from a discount if you book the further 3. So if you arrive at the November one, you enjoy it so much that you want to invest into the next 3 ones, you get a discount. So if you want to go for December, January and February, you get a discount off those.
Okay. And are you going to permit people to come in and just watch what's going on?
No, it's for people just to partake, and it is also 18 and over.
Okay, so you need to have booked.
You need to absolutely 100% book. Yeah.
And the next thing, of course, is artist materials.
Artist materials, don't you worry, I got you. I am providing absolutely everything. All you need to arrive with is your creative bravery and a mat to lie down on, because we will be doing a guided meditation, and a lot of people like to lie down for that.
Okay. So one thing I've omitted to ask, tell me about your background with art.
Well, so my background started from a very early age, where I experimented in art in a very free-thinking type of school, where I had the permission to explore art from the age of 15. I fell in love with it, and I've been making art ever since. So I'm an artist. I've been travelling Europe, working, exhibiting, entering loads of different types of community to sell my work and be with artists. And then most recently led into teaching, and I taught in some of the local schools around here. And stepping away from that institution, I wanted to work on a more one-to-one basis in a smaller private group. So I've been starting my coaching business.
Okay, and that leads me nicely on. Well done, you. Tell me about your creative coaching business.
Okay, so my creative coaching business, I think I've always been a coach, really, but sort of officially launched last year. What I do is I work one-on-one with clients, and it's a 3 or 4 month program, and we meet once a week to talk, and we have messaging service as well. And the purpose of this coaching program is to work with your inner critic, to delve into your creative bravery, for you to arrive at your absolute self-expression, and then therefore apply that to your success publicly. So we're going to be working with developing your authenticity as an artist, okay? To express that and let that land into your definition of what is a successful artist, and for you to maintain that for the rest of your life. So that creative person within you is developed, secure, structured and confident to be a successful artist for the rest of your time.
Okay, now this, I'm assuming these are one-to-one sessions.
These are one-to-one sessions, they are. However, I am also going to introduce group creative coaching in 2025, so that's just on the cards. It's really exciting. I've done a little taster with it so far, but artists really benefit from being together, because when you're an artist and you're on your own in the studio, you go, oh my God, am I doing it right? I'm feeling all lonely. Have I gone off on a different track? I'm not going to get to my success. What's going on? You don't have that colleague thing. So bringing artists together to do group sessions is so beneficial for that reassurance as well.
Okay, and how often, I got an idea that this is a 4-month program?
Yeah, so the one-on-one is 4 months.
Yeah.
And group.
And how many times in that 4 months is it? Weekly?
So we speak weekly, once a week, and we also have a messaging service, so we communicate on a daily basis, basically.
Okay, and do you actually get to meet as well, physically meet?
If the creator is within the area, so Southwest, Bristol, London, not so Southwest, but up to London, I can travel, and I like to do a studio visit, or even if it's just a corner of your table. Otherwise, it's all on Zoom.
Okay, so this then spreads well outside of our immediate area.
Absolutely.
Unlike the earlier work we were talking about. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a bit more about that, or how to get in touch with you about that in a little bit. But I also want to ask you about your Monday art classes.
Yes.
Tell me about those.
Well, look, I just think it is an absolute necessity for communities to have art, okay? Like, if we didn't have art around us, if we didn't have aesthetics around us, I'm looking at all these amazing album covers. If we didn't have aesthetics, we wouldn't have the connection to like that higher joy, that higher spirit, that higher like determination to be, outwardly creative. So my offer is a Monday afternoon. You come into Looe. At the moment it's done in my kitchen at the moment, right? To be totally honest with you, total transparency. We're in the kitchen, and it's for anyone who is just curious about art, thinking about art, likes art, not sure if they like art, never tried this, never tried that. The women who I've got in my group at the moment are absolutely wild now. They are making stuff that they have never made before, and they get that sense of community. And that, I think, is just so important.
So making stuff, what sort of stuff are they making?
So we are doing, at the moment we're doing two-dimensional work, so that's flat. So we're exploring pencil work, we're exploring pastels, oil pastels, soft pastels, acrylic paint, watercolour, charcoal again, and collage, and all sorts of other things really. We're going to be exploring. And I'm just about to set up my next group. So in 2 weeks, there'll be more availability to join this group. Okay. Again, we can tell you how at the end. It's a 6-week commitment every Monday, and if you can't make it, I'm super flexible, and we will hopefully move towards a little bit of three-dimensional work, so maybe some clay work.
Some clay work, so away from the paper.
Away from the paper, let's get three-dimensional.
So apart from the clay work, what else do you do?
Well, we can move into...
Or what else is possible, perhaps?
Honestly, like Mike, anything is possible. We can go out on a sunny day. I much prefer us to be outside. We're doing photography, we're looking at composition, we're looking at foreground, midground, background. We're creating our own images. It's about finding what inspires you and rolling with that. Because it's not about me saying, paint that tree, because no one's interested in doing that. People want to do they want to do, and I want to allow that space. I'm a host, I'm there to help you do that.
Okay, I just put a little picture of you up.
Yes.
And animated there doing something.
There I am.
Now, most importantly, if people want to get involved in these, they need to be able to contact you. So I'm looking for a website and then contact details, if you can go through those pretty slowly if you can.
Absolutely. So you can go onto my website, which is about to be completely reconstructed. So, if you get a holding page, don't worry. But the website is www.oliviacroce.com, and that's OLIVIACROCE.com. If you're into Instagram, it's quite easy again. It's Olivia Croce. I'll repeat that. OLIVIACROCE for Instagram. And if you are a Facebook lover, then it is Olivia Croce art sessions. I'm not going to give my phone number on the radio. I think that's just a little bit too personal, don't you?
No, that's it. Fine.
Is that right?
No, I think you're absolutely right. Or your address.
Or my address.
No.
I'm not giving my postcode out.
No, I wouldn't do that just now. Okay, so we've gone through your life drawing, and first and foremost, so if we reiterate, that is going to be this month, Friday, then December, January and February. If there's one space left on the 8th of November and you would like to fill that, how much is that for people?
So it's £45, and that's obviously all materials included, and that's 3 hours of tuition, of learning how to draw, coaching you how to do it. And so it's 45 quid.
Okay. Now, your one-to-one sessions, I shan't ask you about prices for that because that will be something that you'll talk to your potential clients about. However, the Monday art class is 1 till 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, that is £15 an hour, and that's materials excluded. However, if you want an art pack and you've got no art materials at home, I can make you an art pack for the 6 weeks for 30 quid. So you've got all materials you need, and I'll supply that for you, so you don't have to go buying this, that, and the other.
Okay, and they know how to contact you. So, is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
Well, I just think I'm just really pleased. Thank you so much for inviting me onto this wonderful show. And hi everybody who has joined us on Instagram. It's been great. It's really lovely to talk about art on, live like this, because it's an important thing, and it just saddens me to see it potentially slipping away from education and so on and so forth. So if we can bring it back into the community and nurture that, then we are doing a really, really good thing.
Okay, well, Olivia Cross, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've got out everything